Actually show how we actually made the viquinyRabo, our oxtail bikini. Okay, here we have the actual, the winning pincho. As you can see, we have the cooked oxtail, which we took all the bones out, and then we've reduced all the stock down, all the red wine, we've reduced all down, and then we've put it into like a plastic mold, and we've actually just pressing it down overnight. So once it's cold, what we actually do, we've got like a fine bread, which is called tramezzini, which is an Italian bread, and we just make like a sandwich each side. Make a huge sandwich about this size, and then we portion it up into small little bites. So this one, as you can see, normally the pinchos, maybe 1 or 2 bites. Okay, this is nice and cold from the fridge, and then later on we're going to put it onto the grill to toast it, even all the sides, so it gets nice and crunchy on the outside and nice and juicy on the inside. Okay. Here we have on the other side, we have the red pepper soup. The red pepper soup, simply, all we've done to it is we cut the peppers up, onions, a little bit of stock, garlic, olive oil, salt, and sugar. We've roasted it in the oven. We've roasted it in the oven about 40 minutes. Once it's been nicely roasted, we just processed it, pass it through a chinoise, and then we have a nice red pepper soup, just a little bit of spice as well, okay? And then on the other hand, we have the onion stock. This what we've done is we sweated down onions. We have about 10 onions, we sweated them down, caramelized them, and then added a bit of beef stock as well to it. We cooked it for around 30 minutes and then strained it off. We don't want the onions, the only thing we want is this nice onion juice to give a little bit of a topping to the red pepper soup. Okay. Here we have basically is a nice hot smooth mashed potato, nice and smoothly, so we can actually later on get the bikini of oxtail and just pass it through the puree and eat it all together. Then we have at the same time some fresh herbs to bring the notes down a little bit. We have a bit of fresh chives, onion springs, and this is dehydrated corn, which is all the juice has been taken out and it's nice and dry. Okay, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to take the bikini, we're going to pass it through the grill, just add a little bit of oil to it as well. That way it will toast nicely from the inside. For this pincho, we try to use always different types of plates and things like that, trying to things quite new. So here we have got a simply an old tin, which they come apart with the top one from one side and the bottom from the other side. This way we can make the little secret things at the end, we're putting things inside them to make it a little bit of special effects, okay? So we have a small glass. Obviously we're always talking about pinchos, and then small bites. Then we have the onion foam. The onion foam, what we've actually added to this to make it a nice and foamy is lecithin, which is a natural product that comes from the soya beans. Okay, so with a little fish air bomb, we're going to use it to make it. We're going to inject the air inside it, so as you can see the air goes into the stock, pushes the foam up. We're going to make a nice foamy little air on the onion stock. Go back to the bikini. As you see, we're going to toast it on all the sides. That way, if we don't toast it on all the sides, we just toast on the bread side, the oxtail will start leaking out. Okay. As you can see, I'm going to put potato puree on the plate as well. Fresh chives, finely cut. It's dry ice. It's a solid block of dry ice that's at minus 80 degrees. As we're going to do a bit of the magic part. So we're going to take some small few chunks here and put it in the bottom.
Bueno, antes de por qué.
Okay, so we've got the toasted bikini now, as you can see, nice and crisp on the outside, nice and juicy on the inside. The secret at the end. Now we're just going to pour a little bit of a hot red wine, the same red wine we've actually used. Okay, we're cooking this, and we'll put the top back on again. As you can see, the pincho with a little bit of magic as well added to it. Okay, and as you can see in the end product, the bit of magic that's got there, the viquinyRabo. This viquinyRabo was won the first prize in the Euskalaria. It also won the best pincho and design here in the Basque Country, Bilbao. And also it was actually one of the 4 pinchos that won the best tapas bar in the whole of Spain. Here it is, the viquinyRabo.